Hello, what's up everyone? My name is Sagar Tamang and today I'm going to demonstrate JSON vector RAG pipeline. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to vectorize a JSON file, and the JSON file will look something like this. So we will go on to vectorize this JSON file inside a vector database, and we are going to use the FAISS for doing that. After that we will query those vector database using the user's query or any kind of input, and after that I'm also going to show you how we can then integrate those whole pipeline into a LLM, OpenAI LLM, so that we can query create the whole pipeline. So starting off with the README, I'm going to go through this. First of all, you will clone the repository. After cloning, you can clone using this command over here, and then you need to go inside the repository that you just cloned. After that, you will create a virtual environment. I believe you can create it using a virtual environment, and then write the name of the virtual environment VN. After that, you will then activate the virtual environment by writing this name of the virtual environment, then scripts, then activate. If you're in Linux or in Mac, then it's gonna be a bit different, but I think you already know about it. After you activate the virtual environment, what you're gonna do is install the requirements. So I have got these requirements these requirements over here. I forgot to put the OpenAI as well, so all of these are requirements which you're going to install. After you're done installing the requirements, then you're going to add an OpenAI API key. So the API key, you will create a env file like this, .env. Inside that, you will create this variable, and inside this, you will paste your API key. So currently I have removed it so that you cannot see it. Now after you're done doing that, then you can start playing around with the code. So I've got one code here, main.ipynb. So yeah. Alright, so let us go through the code now. First of all, you will give a file path. So for now, I have used an example JSON file, which is an FAQ file. So for example, if you have an FAQ, frequently asked questions like this, then let us vectorize this and give this to LLM as a context. So example, we have what is the product of the week. I've given as Upa flowers. What types of flowers do you offer? Then we have these types of flower that we offer. And then how do I place an order? Then you can simply place easily through our website or this. So if you have frequently asked questions, I think it will make a very simple RAG pipeline. So we give here the name of the JSON file, whichever it is. Then for now it is FAQ. After that, you don't need to change anything. We are using the model All-Mini L6V2, which is very lightweight and also free. So we're going to use this for us. And of course, you need to change anything else. You may be, you may want to change this if you want to like store it somewhere else, like changing it with FAQ, FAIS or something. But for now, I'll just keep it like this for simplicity, and just so you know, this is the only important thing. So let's run this code. So what it's doing right now is it is going through the whole file, and it is loading, and then it is putting inside a variable documents, and those documents is from documents we are storing inside the FAISS DB, and which is also being saved locally. So now we are done. As you can see, this green tick. So we have created the embeddings and stored it inside the vector database, and you can open the data and see this index. So let's start querying. So I can also start querying like what is the product of the week. So it will do a similarity search, and it's gonna give us a response. So by default it is giving us 4 responses. So what is the product of the week is coming at first, and we also have the answer with that. And yeah, that is all I believe. And this is the second most similar question document inside the JSON. So this is the third and this is the fourth. So it does similarity search like that. So proceeding forward, we have saved it inside the this folder here. So how do we load it when we restart our computer, or when we do it second time? We don't need to do it again and again, right? So for that we have a simple code, load local. Inside that you provide the location of the local, and then again we can ask start asking the queries. So let's ask the same question here and here, and done, it's working. So if you want to add other JSON files, like if you have privacy policy, you have common questions, then you can just put it in the new files and then just list it out here, and which will again use the same function to store those. For this is only for demonstration. If you have other JSON files that you want to store in the same vector location, then you may want to do that. And yeah, that is the whole part of that. So yeah, let us now go through this code. So here I have started creating functions. So I've created a function, query the FAISS. So what it does is it takes the user's query, and then it takes the path of the index, and then how many output do we want, top 5 or top 3. So let's go with top 5 only. So let's create this simple function. So we have a function ready. So whenever we want to ask something, we can just ask it using that function, since it calls that query FAISS function. So for now it's creating user input. So I can ask what is the best flower. Let's ask this. So then the output is gonna be what types of flower for, and these are the very similar searches. So next I'm also creating a function for rag prompt. So it's basically just a prompt being created inside a function, but it takes user's query and the what is the retrieved documents, which is given as a context. So to large language model, open to ChatGPT will tell you, you are helpful assistant, you will take this context and this is the question of the user, but if the question is not present inside the context, then you will respond with, unfortunately we do not have the answer for that. So it's a pretty simple prompt that we use for rags. So here the entire code of the rag is here. We basically create a prompt. So prompt is basically this is being created. Then what do? We create a client of the OpenAI. Then we give that prompt as a user prompt. Then you can change the temperatures, 0.7 being it is quite creative, and 0 being no creativity, 1 being the most creative. So we'll go with the default 0.7. You can change the max tokens and we can start using it. So again it will give an input. So here is the input. So what is the, let us ask a question like product of the week. So we all know what is the product of the week. So yeah, through the rag we got this as a context, 3 question context, and then the response is our upa flowers are the product of the week. So let's ask something which is not present, like what is the product of the day. There is no product of the day in the JSON, FAQ JSON. So it will not find any product of the day. So we have the response. Ultimately, unfortunately, we do not have answer for that. So it's a pretty simple rag pipeline which you can insert inside your front end. If you guys want me to create a front end, then do let me know. I have code for that as well, and I can create a simple video for that if you want. So yeah, I hope you guys find it helpful. Give a star in the repository if you find it helpful as well. And yeah, that is all.